Hey there, it's Patmos and nice of you to join me for yet another, well, somewhat interesting episode of Settlement Survival. Because, well, although most of our resources are in the green, we have an issue because people are pretty unhappy and pretty low on health. But, well, I'm not much of a quitter, so we're just going to try and solve everything. So I'll get time rolling. Here we are. And one of the things we're going to do first is spend our last technology point, because we still have one, and we are going to go for the herb seeds. We really want to find herb seeds and then get this nursery running. So let's try and do that. What we're going to do is we're going to gather plants around the map, and hopefully someone in this area will find the herb seeds that we need. Furthermore, we were trying to fix our clothing problem, which the alpacas are a good help for, but it takes time, of course. So all we have to do now is wait until we slowly but steadily get alpaca wool in, and then they can make clothing out of that. The number is already running down, so that's good. We have immigrants that arrived. We're not going to accept them. Because, well, that will just lead to more problems, and that's not what we're going to do. So for now we have enough workers as it is, especially with all the kids growing up. So we're going to leave it like this. Now, I think the church and the clinic provide happiness. Yes, they do. And treat diseases, which is good for health. But we need more than that. And one of the problems we are having is, well, basically alcohol. For a lot of people, I'm going to set this back, by the way. I'm going to just make this 9999999 again, like it was when we started. But yeah, we have a problem because we need a lot of alcohol. So we're going to try and solve that by making an extra farm and putting alcohol on it. Let's get a standard fertile field. We'll do 2 of them. 1, 2, and as soon as they're done, we're going to put alcohol in there. Or not really alcohol, but we can plant agave, I believe. Can we? Yes. So that means that we can just grow our own agave and get alcohol production going, and that can be quite a big fix. Same with the cemetery. It increases happiness for people because they will have a place to grieve, and that's the thing we want. So there are ways to solve the issues that you might have, but it just takes a bit. Alright, 6 alpacas now, still 3 there. But we'll find out. Alright, that's stone, that's good. We're getting a lot of food, so I'm not really concerned about that. Should we get to the warehouse? Well, maybe. Guess I paused it. Let's build the warehouse, that's fine. The cemetery is done anyway. This doesn't have any workers. Well, now it does. Let's produce some extra food. Or water. Not food. Really want water. Yeah, the herb reserves are low, but with the people gathering everything, there now is a good chance that we will discover those herbs. Because we had to unlock that, and I sure do that they hope they find some herbs. Going to go all over the map to try and find it. And if we do, we'll be very happy. Alright, let's set this to agave seeds. There it is. Do the same here. Agave seeds. Now let's try and fix the problem that we're having. This one is already fielded by 2 people. We'll have to get 2 more to get them in there, but we will at a certain point. That should fix a lot of our problems. Alright. Now, one of you guys suggested I should get an extra apiary. I'm totally agreeing with that, but with the lack of people and the issues we already have, I'm going to delay that a little while. Hopefully soon, when a few kids grow up, we can get the extra apiary in. But right now, we need to focus on getting enough alcohol and clothing to keep everyone happy. That's basically what we're doing. Alright, well, should get some extra people in there at a certain point. What do we have? We don't have a lot of materials. concerning wood. So we could get rid of the trees in this area, I guess. They'll give us the extra wood that we might need. But since we don't have a lot of free workers, that might be an issue. I think I'm going to get one guy out of there. How are we doing with this? Alright, we have a lot of domestic fuel. Let's raise this to 1,000 so that we really have plenty. We do have a hunter guy. So now at least we have one guy free that can do some work. And hopefully we can get health and happiness up a little bit. Ah, this one is... No people available. Alright, let's just wait for it. People will come of age and then we can select them to do what we want them to do. 3 and 6. Alright. One citizen is thirsty. Well, we have plenty of water around town, so just collect some water somewhere. There it is. Sometimes they just have to walk quite far and they get thirsty, and then when they get home they name it, take a drink, and then it's done. Alright, they produced a little bit of agave. And, well, quite a few herbs actually. Here you can see that this one produced 60 herbs last year, 30 already this year. And it's still not enough because we keep running out of herbs. So we do need quite a lot of herbs to keep everyone happy and healthy. So we really need this nursery going. Unfortunately, no seeds available. I do see this is working now, so we're getting 5 more clothing. We get a great storage right there. I'm going to tell this one to not accept beverages, so no water. It will just remain totally clear for all the people to bring all their goods there. Alright, we see an increase in health because of all the herbs that we've been spreading around as medicine. So that's another argument for making sure that we get those herb seeds anywhere. So perhaps we should just do this. And let's try and hope that we can find those seeds. I guess we have to go all over the map and make sure that we end up with that. This one's pretty busy right now. Producing alcohol. Ah, I see we have 2 people free now. Well, they can keep running around. Find me some herbs. Ooh, it's cold. People are cold. Well, then get to your houses and get to it. There's no need to freeze because we have plenty of firewood. Just get into your house and stop freezing. Did get quite a big cemetery. There's nobody there yet, but, well, at least we got it, so... Yeah, plenty of water there. New crop seed acquired. Herbs. Not really. Oat seeds, I guess. Alright. Still no herbs, but at least we got oat seeds. So we found something, which is good. I guess oats can be used to feed animals or something. So we can use that at a certain point. I just want to find more and more and more. Now I think people have to walk quite far to get to their spaces of work. So perhaps we should build a few homes here so people can live closer to their work. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that might actually work. Or we should just fill up all these spaces with farms, etc. and not go further away all the time. That might also be a thing. Now we have to build inside the market space with housing, so perhaps at a certain point we also need to get just an extra market somewhere. I think that might be a thing that can help solve issues. Right. Luckily we have the alpacas because that's helping us getting clothing. But it's going so slow, the people we provided clothes with earlier are already losing them again. So we really need to find a way to deal with it. Alright, we have 4 people available now, so I'll put 2 in this farm. So that they can sow and make sure that next year we have a lot of agave. For our distillery. That should work. Can we produce other clothing for a little while now? Do we have anything? We have a lot of leather, so let's produce some leather clothing. And then once we run out again, we can switch back to alpaca wool. Maybe we got a little bit extra alpaca wool by that time. That can also work, because our hunter is still going around shooting things. And he brought in quite a bit of leather. So now we can produce leather clothing for a little while. And after that we can get back to other clothing. Yeah, that might work. We don't have linen, we have a little bit of alpaca wool, we don't have normal wool, but we do have leather. Let's use up the leather that we have and then switch back to what's this? Animal dung. Yeah, we need a lot more. Alright, 8 alpacas, 4 alpacas, so we are growing in number. Although these are quite small yet, so we're not getting all that we want, but 3 workers. 1 citizen is freezing. Well, then get inside your house. We need someone extra in here to help out, because they need 7 people in there, so... I'm very happy, though, that health did increase. So movement speed is no longer down. Plague outbreak is not imminent. That's very good. Potential crimes. We do have potential crimes now. We got a notification, but I guess I missed it. Alright, we didn't get any new herbs, so... We already have a research point? No. Herb reserves are low. Ah, that's what I missed. Well, that's going to continue for a while. We don't need to get too worried about it. Can we think get upgrades like this? No. Alright. Upgrades can work pretty well, but you need to get the right stuff for it. Iron tools. Oh, we have plenty of iron tools now. So we could upgrade a field. Alright. Well, this should work. Since we have plenty of iron tools, we're not using them up. Ooh, it has a good amount of agave, so it can really produce some beverages. Water, coffee, cocoa, or black tea. Oh, well, you have no alcohol at the moment. But it should be able to produce some. Well, great temple. We're not going to build a great temple yet. Alright. Still low on herbs. Question is, do we need to do something with the agave? Oh, we can get it to a winery, or a tea shop, and a candy workshop later on. Eating. Interesting. House upgrades, that could be interesting. Perhaps a police station can be as well, to fight off the criminals. Alright, let's go to speed 10, because I want to speed up this winter. I want to get all this things growing. And then I want them to start producing agave, so we can get some alcohol. And I guess at this point, they just need to gather plants again, to make sure that we find those herbs. March has arrived. Alright, that's good. I think we should also fell some trees to get the stuff that we need. Let's just do it right here. Alright, well, that should keep people busy. We have 3 free laborers. That's a good thing, I guess. Because we need those. The soap workshop has one guy, the chopping house is one guy. Yeah, that's all working. These are still making the iron tools. I do believe we need some iron ore, so let's get to some iron ore. So that we have plenty of that. I think we should... oh well, this one is 27%, 45%, 91%. Alright, so we do have some storage space left over, so... sorry about that. We don't have to get a lot of extra storage room yet, but we might in the future. Health is dropping a bit because we're not collecting as many herbs as we want to. So we'll have to see what we can do until we find those seeds. Ah, one has graduated, one other did go to school. Perhaps we need just to stop everything and just get around the map collecting everything and making sure that we get the herbs that we need. But I also think that we need something like... We do have a stone mine, but perhaps we also need... something like an iron mine or something. Used to process reeds or flax into ropes. Well, we're going to need ropes at a certain time. Alright, this is also interesting, the clothing factory. Did we unlock that? I'm not sure. Weaving. Yeah, a textile mill. Used to process cotton or flax into cotton cloth. Oh well. I don't think we produce any cotton or flax yet, but we are able to, so we could also just get a flax farm. They want new houses, alright, so we need more housing. Well, we'll place a few houses right here then. Build a road. So, this game is actually quite challenging for me. Now, I have to say, I just played a few hours and thought about making a series about it. Guess I have to put... Well, the last few times I played some extra just to get the hang of it. I have to spend more time getting to know how to get the perfect city. Right, can we do an upgrade here? Not really. Although upgrades can work very good. We need to find the ones that do actually work. 2 birds secured last season. Well, that's good. We need to get new workers in a slow stream, which will happen with them. Right, let's get back to the alpaca wool. We have some alpaca wool. Again, we have only 37 people without clothing now. That works. Happiness grew a little bit. Right, what's this? Can we buy something here? Some cloth. Yeah, not really. Oh, we can buy some cotton if we want to. Not going to, but... Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'm not going to buy anything at this point. I don't see the real worth of it, but... It's a good thing to keep in mind that we might be able to get some more good stuff that we want. Alright, they're harvesting the agave, which should bring in a lot of agave for this guy to be using. These are the rough foods. There's a lot of food in this game. We acquired a new technology point. I'm not going to spend that straight away, because I really want to think about what we're going to do with it. Construction materials or fuel, raw materials. Well, we got a lot of agave. So that's good. That means that the guy can produce a lot. We have a lot of feathers. And reed. Alright. Yeah, we have the sand pit. That's already fine. Let me see. Let's get the textile mill so that we can start to produce textiles. Has to be placed waterside, which can be quite tough to find the right spot, but right there it can go. And this might work in processing reeds into cotton, etc. to keep the guy running, so we can produce different types of clothing all the time. It might just work. We did not get any new seeds yet. Too bad, I really want that, but it is what it is. Perhaps we do have the people now to start another apiary. Or, that's also a thing, we need to put more people in here because they can do a more efficient job then. We need to focus on getting all the alpaca wool that we can, so... Right now we can see how many people work a certain place. I think it's working fine at the moment. Most places are doing good. So yeah, let's build another apiary. Let's see where it is. Here. Perhaps not right here. Perhaps we should place it just here. Just in the trees. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to expand this road. And we'll build it right next to it. Where was it? Right here. Right, there comes the apiary. Herb reserves are low. Yes, I know. Trying to find herbs. Now a guy named Herb. And it just keeps popping up in my head that I'm saying his name all the time, but I'm not meaning it, so... 2 citizens are freezing. 28 people without clothing. So... we're getting there. Finally. I think that's something that you should focus on earlier on in this game. So if you play this game, don't make the same mistakes I did. I know this is kind of a failure game. You mostly see what not to do. So learn from it. That's the good thing about making mistakes yourselves or seeing mistakes from others. You can learn from it. People don't make mistakes, you don't learn. That's why making mistakes is such an important thing in life. Just try to avoid making the big mistakes and learn from the small mistakes. But yeah, make sure that you get something like alpacas or reed or whatever to make sure that you get clothing going, because clothing is quite important for everyone. Same thing with herbs. Go through the tree, get to herb knowledge, and make sure that you find those herbs. I haven't found them yet. Hopefully we will. There we go. They're just going to get everything up here. Make sure that we now a lot of people have free time, as you can see, because they work on the farm, so they can do a lot of gathering. So hopefully they can find herb seeds. Immigrants have arrived. I'm not going to accept them again because I want to get things rolling first. Now we started with 2 each. It's 4 each now, so we doubled up basically, so that's kind of good. But we need to go further. Alright, timbers up so that we can see. Somebody's going to school, that's nice. Is the mill ready? Yes, it is. Alright, we have to select flax or cotton or silk-worn cocoon. I thought it said that it could do different things. So we either need flax or we need cotton. I know we have flax, we don't have cotton yet. So we're going to make one of these farms a flax farm. And... yeah, there it is. Perfect. So this might work, actually, because we do have plenty of food, so we don't need this field for food. And they're going to sow now, straight away. I need extra people in here, by the way. Let's add 2 more. Alright, I think getting the extra people in made sure that we got a lot more animals this time. And that we can now produce a lot more alpaca wool. So let's keep at it. And let's hope it will work out. This is the apiary. Should be working fine. Getting in honey and beeswax. And we only need 3 more pieces of clothing. We found 40 herbs in the gathering spree that we did around here. But we haven't found the seeds yet. So we're going to do it again next winter. Try and find those seeds. Or we can just set it up already. Tell them to just gather all the stuff there and hopefully they find the seeds there. At the same time, we're going to gather up all this, get rid of it. People are already going there, so hopefully this time we will get the seeds. Just keep it up until you find those herb seeds and you can grow your own herbs. That's going to... New crop acquired. Please be... herb seeds! There we are, perfect. Alright, we're going to plant our own herbs. Now I have no clue what the output will be here. I'm going to select this one. Make sure that it produces extra. But I sure hope we get a nice amount out of the nursery. And... well, perhaps we're just going to get another one then. Why not? Let's just rotate it. Let's build another nursery. We really want those herbs to be coming out. We can see happiness is okay, but we have 22 people without clothing again, so they do wear off quite quickly. And health is good because we had a lot of medicine, so those herbs are really important into creating health in your village. So gathering them around is very important, but also, I'm going to slow it down a bit by the way, making sure that you find those seeds. That really helps. Alright, let's gather all the stuff here. Get rid of those trees for building materials. But this looks good. I really want this flax to be... I'm going to put 8 people in as we can, so they all have a job. And they can just produce a lot of flax. Then I'm going to tell right here, you are going to produce linen from flax. And then later on, we can start to use it right here. A linen. Perfect. Can make shoes as well. Interesting. Well, Christmas hat. Why would I want a Christmas hat? So yeah, going to make shoes later on as well. Interesting. Well, we even have 16 drinks available to us. So I'd say things are looking better than they were before. We have 5 bars. It's yellow again. We have 5 bars here. Halfway through health, halfway through happiness. That's good. I like it that way. So never run around in despair. There's always a way to fix your issues. I think it's okay. And it's been half an hour. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. A very warm welcome to all new subscribers I have been having lately. Thank you very much for joining up and supporting me that way. It's highly appreciated. And of course, I hope to see you all in another video. Thank you very much. Bye bye.